Hey guys, welcome to my channel and welcome to your reading. My name is Natalie and this is Eve's Rising Tarot, and this is a general collective reading for whatever needs to be heard at this time for your highest good, coming from your highest self. The part of you that has navigated whatever you're going through at this time and came out on top with the greatest expansion and wisdom to look back upon. It's collective. So if it doesn't sound like it's your experience or you don't feel intuitively connected to it, then leave the reading. It's not for you. And check back on the next one. And let's get into it. Let's start with some tarot. Spirit, what would you like the collective to know at this time for their highest good and greatest potential? What would you like to share with the collective? Those wanted to stay out, so we'll take them. I have Strength, Eight of Cups, and the Hanged Man. It feels like you're listening to your higher self. You're actually recognizing the guidance of your more aware and expanded self. And in listening to this, you've walked away from something that you came to realize was no longer emotionally fulfilling. It was time to move on and advance forward. And in doing this, you've been brought into a space of reflection, a space in looking at what you're going through with a new pair of eyes from a different perspective. The sacrifice was walking away from whatever it was. The sacrifice was recognizing that you know better. You now know better. And you couldn't ignore the fact that you know better. Walking away was the only way to preserve your boundaries and to respect yourself and your purpose. There are opportunities beginning to bloom as a result of this choice, this sacrifice you made. Something was missing and you knew it. And you knew that you couldn't be without that aspect that was missing from whatever you were involved in. Let's see here. I looked at them in this order. Let's get a little bit more about that. Spirit, what more can you tell me about this? Tell me about this new perspective of the Hanged Man, this new potential that you see at this time. The Gambler, loss and risks. It feels like it was a gamble to walk away. But something within you, something high and deep and inner knowing within you, knew it was the right choice to make. So what at this time or at that time you walked away from it felt like it was a loss or a risk or was not something that your external senses could guarantee would give you what you wanted. You listened to your higher self in that moment and you were rewarded. I want to see more about that. Let's do this one. Tell me more about this, Spirit. Replenish and release guilt. It feels I keep getting drawn to this flame in the lion here, and the way the hands are positioned here, and how this card looks very similar. This divine knowingness within you from your higher mind. There was a part of you that didn't trust it but was drawn to it, like a moth to a flame. It felt like a gamble. It didn't feel... There was no way to externally confirm what you felt. So you took that risk. You walked away. You left behind what was no longer fulfilling. And in this, replenish and release guilt. Rest. You see this cup being poured over this light being. And it feels like there is a washing away of stagnancy, a washing away from an old vibration, belief system, illusion that you were operating within, leading you up to this point that you see clearly now, that has been illuminated within you, that you know it was the right choice to make. And you're still navigating and seeing this unfold. You're still in this process of seeing what that choice has opened up for you. Possibly you were in a situation that was very draining of your life force, left you feeling exhausted, hopeless, and just no energy to pursue the things that matter to you. And this choice to walk away from it is rejuvenating. It's replenishing your life force, and it's illuminating and brightening your inner light and your connection to the higher realms, your guides, your higher self, the divine. It's as if you cleared out your channel of communication. The blockages have been removed. There is a light of love, a cup of that light of love that has been poured over and through your aura and cleansed you in some way on a larger scale. You may have felt guilty about this, walking away. But now that you've made the choice and some time has gone by since this happened, you no longer feel that guilt. Let's see here. I want to get one of these. What more can you tell me, Spirit? What more can you tell us? Hope. And also this light I spoke of, this light within you, this connection. Guilt has been released. And you're in that new perspective, this growth, right? new opportunities, a new path that's illuminating itself. It is one that is in hope. Where hope didn't exist before, you are seeing glimmers of it now. 16 or 7 could be something that you're seeing, or a number relevant to you. And this is that looking back on what you've learned, right? 7 is that looking back and reflecting on the wisdom you gained in this choice, in this trusting, in taking what felt like a gamble, but there was something within you that knew better. It's taken you into a new vibration of hope and possibility, maybe of inspiration as well, coming to you through this. Okay, let's see. What else needs to be said, Spirit? Cherishing self and following your bliss. I accept and love myself. My soul sings with joy. That is the hope. That is moving away from possibly a dark night of the soul, or possibly from a darker experience, and towards the light. And that is the hope, right? Going towards that hope. Follow it, trust it. Only a fool trips on what's behind him. So, if you made the choice, follow through with it. It's time to, as it said here, rest, replenish. Take whatever rest you need in processing this and getting your energies back and your strength back from whatever this was that was depleting you so heavily. Find the simple things in life as you're in this energy of hope. Try new things. Step out of the routine. The routine you'd find yourself in, the little choices that you would make of what to do with your free time. Okay, let's get one of these Soul Truth cards and we'll close it out. What would you like to tell the collective, Spirit? What would you like to share as a closing message? What do I resist feeling right now? And am I clear on what my soul really wants? So what do I resist feeling right now? There could be energy or emotions that need to be felt and processed as a result of walking away from this thing that you had hope in, that you wanted to see turn into something that didn't. It never quite completed or grew into what you had hoped. And there may be, some aspect of you that feels the sting of that and the disappointment of that. So give it its time and feel it. We have to feel it to heal it. In order to let go of the pain, we first have to honor its existence. Emotions are like waves. Some are soft, some are fierce, some are layered, and some will sweep you off your feet. When we allow ourselves to feel it all, we can then release what no longer serves us. So, to complete this decision to walk away, step into a quiet space, maybe journal, maybe go into a meditative space and with the intention of understanding what needs to be felt at this time in this decision you've made to walk away from this thing that was not fulfilling. And am I clear on what my soul really wants? Take out the shoulds and the limitations. Get out of your head and pay attention to your heart's desires instead. If you knew it was impossible to fail, what would you do? Where would you go? And go with all your heart wherever you go. And that looks like this hope and this follow your bliss. Listen to what it is that you feel like you need at this time. Mind, body, and soul. Check in with all of those parts of you. Do you need a break psychologically? Are you carrying stress in your body that needs to be released? Or be brought awareness to it so you know it's there? Are you taking care of your body, your vessel in this life that helps you do everything? Are you cherishing it and taking care of it? If before this decision to walk away, you were neglecting yourself physically in some way, step back into a routine of taking care of your body. Move, stretch, do what you got to do, but show it a little love. And soul. What is your relationship with the divine look like at this time? Do you reach out with gratitude daily, or just when things are hard for advice? Kind of delve into and understand how that relationship could be improved. And any ideas that come to you intuitively, go with them. Implement them. Try something new. Possibly try something new in all those three areas: mind, body, soul. And bring it home, whatever this decision was about. Do it fully and completely, and feel it as you go. And get clear with yourself on what it is that you want. You don't have to know it right now, but I believe Spirit is trying to say it does deserve some attention and some thought and contemplation and consideration on how you want to navigate forward, possibly so that old patterns, old people, old situations, old lifestyle choices don't pull you back into their grasp. So finalize the cauterization of that ending. And I'm going to leave it here. Hopefully that was helpful for you in some way. And if it was, please share with me. How so? If it resonated, like, share, comment, subscribe. It helps my channel to grow. And sending you guys all so much love. We'll talk to you soon.